Have you ever heard anyone say they're taking a vacation to Saudi Arabia? This is surely not the ideal spot when thinking about a great vacation, because even for those who love the desert, archaeology, and history, most people are not even allowed to take tours throughout the holy city of Mecca, which is only open to Islamic pilgrims. Mostly, if people actually do plan a vacation in the deserts, Dubai of the UAE is first to come to mind. But soon there'll be another magnificent destination for travelers, brought to you by Saudi Arabia, as they plan to make a $500 billion megacity that all tech enthusiasts will have a pilgrimage, if not, plan a lifestyle stay. In this video, you'll learn about Saudi Arabia's $500 billion future megacity. So watch the video till the very end, and while you're at it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. In our modern times, Saudi Arabia seems to be ready for engaging the future by becoming more open, as its dependency on oil has grown over the years, accounting for almost 50% of the country's gross domestic products. The Saudi government has started to look for ways to diversify its revenue, out with the old and in with the new. In 2017, Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS, announced that his country would build a new city in the northwest deserts, an area called Neom. Neom is Greek for the word neos, and Mustaqbal, Arabic for future. Saudi Arabia's Department of Tourism at the Red Sea is the headquarters of the project and has developed the 2030 vision outlining the kingdom's plans to diversify the economy. At first, Neom seems like an unlikely vision. The idea of a megacity in the desert without cars and streets, all run by artificial intelligence, AI. It's hard to imagine. Nonetheless, the strings being pulled behind the project have major clout, and they hired 3 of the world's largest consultancy firms in 2017. The McKinsey & Co., Boston Consulting, and Oliver Wyman, to put their money where their mouth is. The $500 billion development will connect to Jordan and Egypt, include smart towns and cities, ports and enterprise areas, research centers, sports and entertainment venues, and tourist centers. It is being cultivated to act as a hub for innovation where entrepreneurs, business leaders, and companies can research, incubate, and commercialize new technologies and enterprises. On the other hand, only a few concrete details have emerged since January 2021, when Neom authorities announced the line. The line is a string of settlements connected by a vast subterranean transport system. The line will be organized in 3 layers, and this is the important part. At the very top, the people. They'll be arranged in communities, modules of about 80,000 citizens each. Underneath, an invisible layer of services dedicated to last-mile logistics, and under that, a spine layer containing the transportation system that will connect the communities at high speeds. According to the kingdom, the line is the first time in 150 years that a major urban development has been designed around people. The concept is tremendous, but can it be done? Moreover, it will also be built around nature rather than over it, preserving large areas of land conservations. Aside from transportation, walkability will define life in the city with all essential daily services, such as schools, medical clinics, leisure facilities, as well as green spaces. All of these assets are said to be within a 5-minute walk for 80% of its residents, if not 100%. However, ultra-high-speed transit and autonomous mobility solutions will make travel easier between the communities and give residents the opportunity to reclaim time to spend on wealth and well-being. And this was one of the major missions, as said by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince. Quote, "We need to transform the concept of a conventional city into that of a futuristic one." End quote. With the updates we do have for 2021, Neom's head of technology, Joseph Bradley, stated that he wanted to collect 90% of available data from residents and smart infrastructures, including energy, public transport, and public safety. The collection of such data will be through an operating system called NEOS, which will bring together various data points to run services as efficiently as possible. NEOS will be the link to allow each resident of Neom to have a unique ID number, which NEOS will use to process a range of data from heart rate, bank details, facial recognition cameras, and more. So, to give you an example of how all this data will be useful, as travelers emerge from the high-speed transit lanes into the line, they won't have to wait for a bus to take them to their final destination, or ask anyone for directions. NEOS will know flight numbers, times of arrival, and gates. It will know which hotels have been booked and for whom. Combined with facial recognition, the OS will make sure that a shuttle is routed on time to meet the visitor, as soon as they walk into the city. Neos will also know where residents are at all times, and it will monitor their health. The OS will react if someone falls down and stays on the ground for too long, sending in drones to take video footage while rerouting a proper vehicle if necessary to bring medical attention ASAP. Residents also wouldn't need to check into their hotel room online or at a desk, as a door handle fingerprint scanner gain only them entry. And yes, there is the big catch which manifests in the privacy issue. They claim that travelers can be given the option of choosing how much personal data they submit to Neos to reinforce the right to privacy. Do you believe that? This $500 billion business and industrial-focused mega smart city will span 10,230 square miles. To put that size in perspective for the concrete learners out there, that'll be 33 times larger than New York City. And it will be built with a mixture of concrete, steel, and unbridled ambition. According to reports, it will be built on Virgin Island, ready to be conquered with futuristic technology. And you might have heard about the enthusiasm for Virgin items over yonder. So, since the first phase is construction of the line, it has already been scheduled to begin in the first quarter of 2021. It is expected to drive diversification and aims to contribute 380,000 jobs of the future and $48 billion to domestic GDP by 2030. Financed by the Saudi Arabian Kingdom, it currently employs over 750 people, 500 of them hired last year. The promotional material promises robotic butlers to clean the homes of residents, glow-in-the-dark beaches, a Jurassic Park-style attraction featuring animatronic dinosaurs, and even its own artificial moon. Neom will be a destination and a home for people who could provide the very best expertise in their respective industries. The Saudi IT expert, Hamad Al-Kazim, and Saudi wellness expert, Layan Baker, are among the well-to-do who will be basking as a resident in the mega city. According to Al-Kazim, when he first heard about Neom in 2017, he thought it was the most incredible thing and was absolutely thrilled that Saudi Arabia was going to invest in such a project. Baker also added, quote, "It is the boldest, most ambitious idea to come out of not just the kingdom, but this decade," end quote. Although most people think this is a big step for mankind, some Saudis don't favor the project, and that stands particularly for those who claim ancestral land in that area. At least 20,000 members of the tribe now face eviction due to the project, and there has not yet been confirmed information about where they will live in the future. So what do you think of Saudi Arabia's $500 billion future megacity? Sound off in the comment section below. And if you learned something from this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for future uploads. Until next time.